Cheers, guys!
Cheers, guys! Welcome back.
Have you guys missed us? We missed you.
We have. We were on like a 2-week hiatus over here.
Oh my god. Life, kids.
It was just too much.
Work.
It was like not a single moment where we were like, yeah, we can make it happen today. We can record. So
it wasn't aligning some days. It was bad.
It was a rough 2 weeks. But welcome back to another episode of Every Dirty Detail. We are so excited.
Yes.
We didn't really have a topic today because we weren't even sure if we were going to get this recording in. So we decided, just our normal check-ins.
Our lovely life check-ins. I've had an emotional day, guys.
I can't. This end of the year with the kids in school is crazy.
So yeah, my son graduated his pre-K. He's going to kindergarten. Oh my god, I want to cry. And then I just literally 20 minutes ago dropped my daughter off at her first school dance. Oh my god. So, I don't know how people do this, but and then she told me, "Don't cry. It's embarrassing." Ma'am. But yeah, it's been that. Oh my god, her softball tournament.
I know so much.
Her tournament, Carter's games, like work. It's just life was wow. I can't believe that was my last 2 weeks of my life. I don't even know how I do it some days, but damn. People ask me too.
I know. How do you do it?
How I handle the kids' schedule, like my work schedule, especially those that week and a half of her tournament. They're like, how do you do it? And I was like, quite literally, I don't even know.
That's what I say to people too. I'm like, I just do it.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like right now I'm literally a single mom that I have no choice but to get up and show up. Oh my god, but they said the most cutest thing today. I try not to cry.
No, I don't try not to cry anymore.
No, it wasn't today because I didn't bring him to school. Their dad brought him to school. It was yesterday when I got home from work. I had to go to the store, get stuff for his little poster board. And they're like, "Mom, at least you always show up." I was like, oh my god. And so, because, she's telling Carter, "Don't worry, Mommy's always going to be there." And I was like...
But see, kids pick up on that stuff. Kids know who's there and who's not.
Yeah.
Who always shows up. They know.
So I just, that was just that's how I do it. I don't even know how I do it, but for them to tell me, for her to tell her brother, "Mommy's always going to show up," I was like, oh my god. That was everything to me. But yeah.
She knows.
But she's growing up so fast. Girl. I don't know how I'm going to do this with a girl.
I'm just worried about the middle school boys. I know how David is.
Oh, I just literally...
I hope she doesn't find David.
I drop her off and this boy's like, "Hi, Ari, you look so nice." I was like...
Oh.
Who is he? She's like, "Mom."
It could have been a lot worse. He could have said a lot worse.
Oh god, I would literally, I don't
the
care.
The mouths on these kids.
One of the moms was like, "Oh my god, why didn't you punch him?" And I was like, "I want to, but I won't go to jail. It's Friday."
That's right. I'll be there all weekend.
It's Friday, honey. I work tomorrow. But no, it's been a roller coaster. Almost done with getting my divorce finalized. That'll be some fun stuff to talk about. Woo-hoo!
We're excited for that one.
There's a lot of people excited about that.
In my defense, I've already, been basically told to shut my mouth about it.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen the post that he thinks I'm doing, I'm really not. But yeah, I'm really trucking along. Some days are better than others, but you cry and then you just shake it off and you just, you keep going. That's what I've learned. I just gotta keep going. So hopefully some new things happening for me and my kiddos soon, so.
I feel like today you seem lighter.
I am on 2 hours of sleep.
Okay. So it's just a lack of sleep.
Yeah, I am on
I
2
do.
hours.
I feel like you seem
I don't know.
lighter.
I think I've realized who is around, who's not around, who is meant to be around. I've noticed that these last couple weeks, I don't know. I've had some really good conversations with a lot of my girlfriends. Shout out to my girl Jess. She's just, we've had really I don't know, she's been through this. So there was a day, literally I'm getting ready for work and it just hits me and I'm like, asking her, like, when does the crying stop? When does the anger stop? When does the pain stop? Because, like, I'm trying to do my makeup and I'm just, like, crying. No rhyme or reason. It just floods. And, like, she's like, it's gonna take time. She's like, this is gonna happen. It's normal. And for her to tell me, like, it's normal, I just, like, I'll be like, you know, there's days I wake up angry and I'll text her, I'm like, I'm so angry today for no reason. And she's like, it's normal. We just gotta get up, get the kids ready, and, like, so, like, I've been just, like, we've had really good conversations about this and stuff like that. And the other girls, too, that we all hang out with, they've just been so, like, so supportive in a way that, like, I could never imagine, because I really thought, like, not that I wouldn't have you guys, but, like, to go through it alone and not, like, be able to explain my emotions, and somebody, or, like, them to tell me it's normal.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot. Not gonna lie, cried the whole ride to work yesterday and the ride back.
But you still showed up to work. You still made it through your work day.
I did. I took care of my kids, fed them, got their shit ready for the day, because we had an extensive day today, and it's not done yet. But we got it done. So, yeah, happy Friday. That's been my 2 weeks, guys. How about you?
Well, me and your lovely brother have been going at it, so that's fun. We've been dealing with a lot. Just
life is lifing.
Life is lifing on that. Manny finished up baseball, but next week David rolls into his summer basketball league.
Isn't Manny doing, like, an all-star team?
No, he didn't want to try out this year.
Oh, okay. He had told me about it.
Because it's just all, like, so much politics to do with it, and, like, the coaches suck.
I hate when that happens.
So we were like, why are we going to do that?
Because then it's not fun for the kids.
No. So we didn't put him in this year. But he has summer camp, and they do so much, so I'm not worried about that. David will do basketball, so he's good.
Ooh.
So, I mean, I am excited. I love basketball. I love all the sports the kids play, because I just like to watch them play, but as a sport itself, I do like basketball.
Don't get it twisted. Cheer season starting.
Oh, that is my thing. Cheer is my sport.
She is granted, I'm her fan, but this woman goes hard for Ari.
Between Ari and Kayleese, forget it.
She goes hard for these two girls. I do too, but, like, Sasha was a cheerleader. I wasn't. The way this girl screams for these girls, not that I don't lose my voice, but I was like, damn, you making me look bad.
Cheer is my thing. I mean, thank God I don't have a girl, because she'd probably hate me, because I would be like, we're in cheer all year round, competitive cheer, like all-star cheer,
teasing her hair and everything, getting all that stuff.
But then God was like, no, you're going to have boys because you'll be crazy. So here I am. And then we had our trip to Tennessee. I went to visit my brother. He graduated a program in prison. And I went to go see him for his graduation. I have not seen my brother in years.
How does that feel, like, walking in there?
And it was, okay, let me tell you. I'm, like, getting ready. His prison is cool. They recently got tablets. Cool. So there's, like, this app, so I can text him, like,
anytime,
at any point in the day.
That's so cool.
And it's, like, 20 cents per text. So, like, he's gonna pay to text me, and I have to pay to text him back, which sucks. But, I mean, it's way better than trying to wait for a phone call and be like, you know, cause like today, I really just needed him, and I was going through it, and I was like, I really just need you. Can you please call me later? Like, I get out. He's in a different time zone, too. So, I'm like, can you please just call me, like, 2 o'clock my time? And, like, you know what I mean? Then he was like, yeah, no problem, I can call you. So, like, then he made sure to call me. But, like, had I not been able to text him, like, I would have just been waiting around until he called me, which sucks. So it's really nice to have that. It sucks that they, like, charge you, but, like, I guess it's prison. They're going to get every penny they can.
Oh, my God, yeah.
But I'm very thankful that I'm able to talk to him, like, whenever
good.
I need to. It's awesome. Like, he'll send me, like, good morning, like, messages and, like, you know, just, like, different things. Like, and if he's having a rough day, like, I don't have to wait for a phone call to find out about it, or not find out about it at all, because if he doesn't have money to call me, he can't even call me. So it's nice that he has this, and, like, I can put money on the tablet for him.
Oh, that's so good.
So, like, I put it on for me to be able to message him, and then I can also put it on for him to be able to message me.
Oh, that's good.
So it's nice, like, so that, like, I can always be in constant contact with him, and that's probably my favorite part, because I'm so glad that they got those, because waiting for his phone call just sucked. It sucked, because then I would go months without hearing from him, and, you know, so I really like this app. And I mean, for siblings who didn't grow up together and didn't know each other until we were literally in our adult lives, like, we are so close. We are so close. So I was so happy. So anyway, so I'm like, you know, he says, good morning, like, I can't wait to see you. I was like, yes, I can't wait to see you. Like, the day's finally here. And then he's like, the prison's in lockdown. I'm like, what? So I'm like, Ray, I don't know what to do. The prison's in lockdown. Like, what does that mean? He's like, usually that means they cancel everything, but like, let's just head there anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So we get in the car, we head there. Still didn't hear from my brother, but he told me to get there early. So I'm like, so I get there early, and I get there like literally like over 45 minutes early because I know they have to do processing. They have to do all your stuff to like even get you in. So I get there super early. You can't bring anything in. Literally, all you can bring in is your ID. Nothing. I can't bring my phone. I have to leave my watch in the car. Like, nothing. And I was like, all right, like, beforehand, I'm like, tell me what I can and can't wear. Like, what, like, you know what I mean? He's like, you can't wear camo. You can't wear gang colors. So now I'm sitting here like, well, is every color a gang color? So I'm like, I don't know what color to wear, so I just went with black. And I was like, black it is, because I don't know. I feel like every color could be a gang color. Obviously I know like the normal ones, the red, the blue, the purple, whatever. But I was like, I don't know what else. I'm not a gangster. So I was like, so I went black. That was safe. And you can't wear ripped jeans, so I wore just regular jeans. If you wore leggings, you have to wear like a long shirt. Yeah, so I was like, okay, jeans. He's like, you can't wear flip-flops. So I was like, all right, sneakers. So like just trying to like remind myself and make sure like I didn't wear any, like I made sure, I wasn't sure what the scanners and stuff pick up on. So like I made sure I wore a bra with like no wiring.
Oh my God, I didn't think about that.
And I'm like, this is like, so like when I was packing to
worse
go
than
there,
the
I'm like, all right, this is my prison attire, and this is like for the rest of the trip.
Oh my God.
So you go in, so I go in, and they're like, we're not processing anybody yet. Take a seat. Cool. Waiting around. So, I mean, like, if you can even call it that. It's like this, like, little tiny area.
Oh, God.
So then we're all, like, waiting there, and, like, I know that the prison's in lockdown because he already told me, but some of these people haven't talked to their person, so they didn't know. So now we're sitting there waiting. So now it was supposed to start at 9, so now it's already past 9, so we're all like, what the fuck? So then the guard finally comes over and he's like, there was an incident today, we've been in lockdown, the graduation is still going to happen, but not all of the people graduating are going to actually walk. So some of these people were involved in the incident, or their pod was involved and they shut down like the pod. Like the pod itself is in lockdown. So those people are not allowed to leave to go walk at this graduation. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, so help me God, this better not be my brother.
Oh my God.
I was like, I will lose it. They'll be putting me in a cell too. Because I
lock me up.
Shit. Turns out wasn't him. He was going to walk. I was like, oh, thank God. I go through the metal detector. Great. Now you have to step on this like scanner thing. This like x-ray scanner thing.
Oh my God.
I'm assuming to make sure you don't have anything shoved up anywhere.
No way.
So I'm like, cool, okay. So I'm standing there, and you have to like hold your hands up like this, and I'm standing there, and the lady's like having an issue. Well, so she's like, who are you here to see? So I tell her, and she's like, oh. And I was like, is that a good oh? And she's like, yeah, your brother works for me. Like, you must be the one he's so excited to see. And I was like, yeah. So then I'm standing there, so like something's happening in the computer with my stuff. I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm holding up the line, and everyone's looking at me, and I'm like, I fucking hate this. And then I'm also like, what is happening? Are they still gonna let me go? So then another guy was like, just enter it in manually, like, I'll figure it out later. I was like, thank God. So I'm like, all of this shit just to get through the door. So then I get upstairs, and you're sitting in like the visiting area, because that's where they were gonna do it. Sitting there. I'm like, oh my God, this is taking forever to start. They're like, some like the principal's coming over, like a teacher came over. you know, they're like just introducing themselves to like everybody, and like one of them was my brother's actual teacher, so she was like, oh my god, like, you know, so she was talking to me about him, and I'm like, yeah, awesome, but like, when is this shit gonna start? I want to see my brother.
Jesus Christ.
So now it's like well past 9. I just so happen to like look to the side, and I peek out a door, and my brother is standing right there. And he's like waving to me, like, mind you, I'm watching him pace the ground, and I was like, I know the anxiety that he is having right now, but he's like waving at me through the door, and I'm like, oh, thank God, like, oh man, I was like so excited. But then we're still all sitting here waiting. And I'm like, what is taking so long?
I'm so like those families that like not knowing yet if their like loved ones are like, oh my god.
And then they're like, oh, like, oh, did you come from, like, oh, how long of a drive? And I was like, I came here from Massachusetts. They were like, oh. I'm like, yes.
Hello.
So, like, I want this shit going. So then they finally start, thank God they cut like some of their speeches short and shit, because it didn't matter what time the graduation started, because everything had to end for 11. So
I didn't even get that much
time with him. I got like 35 minutes.
Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
Which sucks, because they had to go through all of this. They had to get the diplomas, you know. So I was like, what the hell? Like he was feeling the same way. He's like, I didn't care. He like literally told the principal, like, can you cut everything short? I don't care about the speeches. I just want to see my sister.
Oh my god, stop.
So she came over afterwards, and she was like, was that short enough for you? And he's like, well, I mean, I just don't care about that. Like, I just want to see my sister. I haven't seen my family in years. Because of where he is and how far away he is, he has not seen family in general. Not even just me, like, family in general in years.
Wow.
So this was, like, so important to him.
That's crazy.
So finally I get to see him, and you can't bring your phone in, obviously, or anything, but they did take pictures, so I'm just waiting to get those. I'm like, I cannot wait for those. And I took his diploma and his little tassel home with me, and so he's like, keep them safe for me for when I get out. So I was like, that's, you know, great. Like, so I have him. I think I'm gonna put like a little when I get like the pictures and stuff, like put like a little shadow box thing together for him for when he gets out. So I was so happy for him, and you know, we've been able to talk on the little tablet text message app thing ever since. So that was good. It was emotional. I was like, I cried as soon as he came over to me. Ray's like, don't cry when you see him. Like, you need to be strong. You know, I was like, I can't help it. Like, so.
When was the last time you saw him?
It's been years. Manny was little. Manny was like a baby.
And he literally just turned 10.
Yeah. So that was emotional. I hated when I had to leave. Like, walking out of there, just like, not being able to take him with me sucked so bad. But, and then we went to Nashville.
I know, I was a little jealous.
So,
I always want to go.
Ray and Aria are not country whatsoever. We probably know collectively a whole of like 5 to 7 country songs.
Not
between
me.
us both, okay?
I love 5 country artists and love their music.
Tell me how it's CMA Fest.
Yeah.
In Nashville, we were like, what did we just get ourselves into?
To any kind of country music?
Only a few, like Morgan Wallen, a couple Luke Bryan songs, like Kane Brown. I'll listen to Kane Brown, but like not anything like real country.
There's this one new girl. She's actually like Cuban American, and she sings.
What's her name?
Cat Luna.
Oh.
She sings.
There's another one, Mariah.
Really?
Mariah something.
Oh, please send it to me.
She mixes Latin music and country music. She performed at the Hard Rock Cafe, and we were outside of it, and we saw her.
Oh, please send me her info.
Mm.
Oh, her music is so good. And then she talks about, you know, her grandparents are like, were immigrants that came from like Cuba and stuff like that. She has a beautiful voice. Oh my god, beautiful voice. I love her music. She's like a new artist and stuff like that.
Oh,
I just happened to like on Instagram, you know, see the reels, and it was one of those days that like one of her songs in Spanish kind of like, I don't know, I felt like she was singing it to me because of what I'm dealing with, and I was like, ooh, bitch.
Okay.
She kind of like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I like her.
But anyway, so we were able to walk down Broadway, and we went into like a couple places. We went to a couple shops. We went to a couple bars, like, and just like walking around. It was actually really fun. Definitely out of like our norm and out of our element, because we just didn't fit in, and we had no idea half the songs that were playing. But it was
something new though.
It was new. It was something fun, something we had never done before, and like we didn't have the kids, so it was so like
You're not worried about
weird to like, to be out with all the kids and not be like, Manny, hold my hand, and David, stop staring. Alex, where are you? Like,
pay attention. Get off the
pay
phone.
attention. And like, so it was nice to like just not like, we felt guilty. Like at one point we were like, damn, we feel so guilty for like not having the kids and having fun. But it was nice. We needed the getaway. So it was fun to like go and do that and experience something completely new.
That mom guilt just kind of like, it hits all the time.
So, but also too, I don't know if this is just like an our area thing, but like when I get iced coffee, I get a large. Like my iced coffee is significantly large.
Yeah.
Everywhere I went, their larges were like tiny.
Really?
Yeah. And I noticed even when we went to Florida last year, they like didn't have larges either. Unless you went to like a Dunkin'. But like the other coffee shops.
Oh my god, you're right.
Their coffees are not like our larges.
Yeah, because when I get the meat, I would get the meat when in Florida. Like if it was a coffee shop, it's like this.
Yes.
And I'm like,
I'm like, where's the rest of it?
I might need 2 or 3. Like you're right when it comes to Florida. But if like it depends. Thing, Like if I go to I usually get a venti when I go to Starbucks, so that one's like this.
Yeah.
I feel like the coffee at Dunkin' is just like water to me at this point. Like it doesn't give me the jolt I need anymore.
No. But I was like, what the heck? I noticed that, like I said, in Florida and in Tennessee, I'm like, what is going on? Where is
you are right,
coffee?
Though. Yeah.
And they're not like, obviously, I go to Coffee Connection, so they have all these like, cool flavors. Like I got a candy bar, but like everywhere you go, like they also don't have all those flavorings.
No.
So it was rough on the coffee front. It was rough on the coffee front.
And then you start coming to New England, you're like, yes, there's a Dunkin' everywhere.
We did stop at one gas station. It said Dunkin' Express. We didn't know that the express part meant I had to make my own coffee.
Shut up.
We walked in and I was like, what is happening? He's like, oh, we have to make our own coffee. I was like, make my own coffee?
Hell no.
I'm like, I guess I get to put as much like caramel and mocha as I wanted in this, but like I never made my own coffee like at something like that. Can
somebody call my Dunkin' girl?
I was like, what the heck? So I'm like, pump it away. Like this looks good. Like this looks good.
And all of a sudden you have a diabetes shock.
I tasted it afterwards. It was not that bad. I was like,
okay.
This isn't too bad. But yeah, and we drove. So that was fun.
Oh, hell no. I don't do well in the car for that one.
Also, last week, my youngest turned 10. I don't have a baby anymore. I'm not about it. I'm sad. I'm
the only one in our family that has a baby left, and he's gonna be 5.
I'm so sad. It's rough. I don't know how I feel about it.
And our only girl in the family is gonna be 11.
I know. Manny had a field trip, and I chaperoned it to Mystic Aquarium on Monday, too.
Oh, I saw that.
That was fun. It wasn't that bad. Except there was like one mom who like took off with like half our group. And me and this other mom who was like one of Manny's best friends. We were just like, what the hell? What just happened? So we like ended up pairing up with another mom and I was like, what happened?
Oh God.
Yeah, but anyway, it was still fun. We saw like a sea lion show. So cute. So cute. But yeah. Next week, Manny has a ceremony because he's going to be going into middle school.
Ari too.
David's got a ceremony. David has a field trip. David has his first game. David has a busy week next week. David also has a school dance. They all have their last day of school. Yeah.
This is our schedule.
It's a lot. Like my work schedule right now is shit because I've had to rearrange clients and rearrange everything because of these kids have all this stuff.
And sometimes don't get me wrong, like I don't mind when, like whatever, I'll rearrange my schedule. I make my own schedule, but like I was listening to the radio too, and they're like, sometimes when the school does certain events, like damn, like some parents work in the morning, like how about we do this at 6 at night and stuff like that, because sometimes it's so hard, and I feel bad for those kids that like their parents aren't there.
Yeah, because they just can't make it happen.
Yeah, and I feel so horrible. So, like, that's why I try my best to make sure, like, showing up matters. Like, it matters. I don't care what anybody says. Like, showing up matters. Even if it's for, like, a 20, 30-minute freaking ceremony. I don't care. They're not doing, like, this huge thing for, like, Ari's school and stuff like that. But, like, showing up matters. Like, I don't care what anyone says, it matters. And like, she tells me like that matters to her more than like anything. Even if it's like a practice or like a game, tournament, competition, like that shit matters to them. So when I see these kids crying that like their parents aren't, that like, oh, that breaks my heart so much for those kids.
But I agree. It's because they're making it at the times they are too. Like, I'm lucky I am an independent contractor, so I can just cancel a day. I can cancel clients. I can rearrange things. I can, you know what I mean, do that. But I also work far away. Mm-hmm. So for Manny, his ceremony is like, I think, I don't know, 8:30 to 9:30 or like 9 to 10 or something like that. And I'm like, cool. Like, if I worked in this area, I'd be able to go into work after that and have a half a day. I can't do that. By the time I get up to Needham,
oh my God,
and get situated, everything, and get up there, I would be able to take one client and I'd be heading back home.
Yeah.
So, like, that sucks, but it doesn't. But I do it. I'll make it. I'll lose out money on this whole next week. And
no, I'm the same. I'm like, I don't want to work like 3 closing shifts, but I have to do it because my kids have stuff going on throughout like the week. Like, I'll do it because that way they know like mom's there. Like, she made it happen and stuff like that. And I mean, by the time I get home, like at least 2 of the nights that they're with me, like I'll be home like just in time to get them ready for bed and like ask them how their day was and like that kind of stuff. And I mean, they get it, they understand like mommy has to work, but like it sucks. Sometimes it sucks. It really does. But I mean, you can't do anything about like how the schools plan it and stuff like that. Like, it is what it is. Some of these schools are struggling just for teachers to show up. So
I can't say I blame them.
No, I actually met a teacher, was it? Yeah, it was actually yesterday because I normally don't work on Thursdays. It throws me off when I work on Thursdays.
Yeah, I worked on a Tuesday this week and it threw me off too.
Oh, it's so bad. But she's our first grade teacher. She told me she has about like 28 kids. I was like, God bless you, because I always thank the kids teacher because like kudos to you, because I don't know about you, but like after I had kids, like other people's kids, sometimes they're just like, oh, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But like I commend these teachers. They do not get paid enough for this shit they deal with for like 7 hours with our children. They don't get paid enough.
No. Not at all.
The things the stuff they have to deal with, like these teachers do not get paid enough. So shout out to these teachers. Like at Carter's graduate, I told her, I thank you guys so much. She goes, you always say thank you to us. I was like, because like you have like all these 4 or 5-year-olds like
running around like, oh God, no.
And they'd be mornings I bring Carter and like they could be like 2 or 3 of them very emotional. They're crying on the teacher. Mm-hmm. So then there's my kid. He starts. I was like, what are you crying about?
Yeah. Like you're like, you like school. What is this?
It's a lot, but I truly commend these teachers so much because they do so much. They don't get paid enough. And they're spending sometimes their own money on stuff for our kids. Like,
oh, a lot of times.
That's why I don't mind donating for like things for the classroom. Like, do you need supplies? Like, here you go. Like, I really don't mind. I'm that parent. Like, I don't care. Their dad used to be like, really? And I'm like, bro. They have our kids in the class, especially like the thing with COVID. Like, you let me know how many more like disinfectant wipes, Lysol you need. Like, I don't care. These teachers don't get paid enough. They do not. No. They do so much for our children to mold them, to get them ready for the future. Like, they don't get paid enough, man.
And just the patience.
Bless their patience because, wow, I don't have it for to be teaching kids like that.
Do not sign me up for that. I used to do childcare.
Oh.
But childcare at a gym, the longest a kid could stay with me was 2 hours. And, like, for the most part, they weren't bad. But, like, some of them, I was like, I can't wait until your parent comes and picks you up.
I mean, I do with teenage girls. Some of them, I just want to be like, like, what do you mean you don't know how to do this? Like, it's the simplest, like, things they need to do about.
Yeah.
Shout out to these teachers, though. Shout out. But that's my life.
That has been life lately. Life has been lifing, and I don't know if I'm a fan of it right now, but I'm trucking through.
Catch me next week. I don't know. I'm not like, it depends on my day, depends on my mood, depends on, I don't know, my situation. Yeah. I've been taking it hour by hour.
So, but we will see. Hopefully we can get back on track with all of these now with summer coming and things hopefully calming down to some extent.
Maybe a little bit because cheer is about to start.
I know. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll figure out something. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for joining us and thank you for your patience and we'll see you next week.
Bye guys! Bye.